Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy EJ, aka Arrow, whatever you want to call me. And today we are reacting to how to look smacks properly like this guy. Now, the reason that I'm quiet is because it's currently 1 a.m. my time and I don't want to wake up my family. So I'm going to keep very quiet. Okay. So look smaxing, if you don't know, it's on the screen. It's methods to increase your physical attractiveness to reach your genetic potential. On the screen, there's this guy. He looks like a homeless man in the first picture. In the second picture, he looks clean shaven, nice, and well put together. This is an example of look smaxing.
Becoming as attractive as possible for the things that you can change. And guys, I know I've spoke a lot about sub 5 in my previous videos and how it's almost impossible to become attractive with some of these genetic and unchangeable traits. However, I also believe in the 1% rule, which states that although minor 1% improvements don't seem like they'll add up to much, in fact they'll barely be visible. But if you gain enough of these 1% improvements, the results can really start to show through.
That's actually facts though. Like if you focus on improving yourself every day, or at least a little bit better, you realize that there's 365 days in a year. Meaning that there's 3,650 days in 10 years. So that means in 10 years, you could make such a significant improvement that could change your whole entire life.
By far, the biggest mistake I see guys make about looksmaxing is thinking, I don't need any of this. After all, looksmaxing is all common sense anyway. Well guys,
if it was common sense, then everybody would do it.
Here is a 100% completed list of all things you can do looksmaxing wise. I want you to look up and down this list, and if you can seriously tell me that you fully maxed out each and every one, then fair enough, you don't need this advice. But I can almost guarantee that you are missing at least one, if not several of these things on this list, even if they are minor. And here's the second thing about looksmaxing. I know it's a meme within this community to say things like, oh, just get a haircut bro, or oh, just take more showers bro. But the truth is, although going from a bad haircut to a good haircut is unlikely to make much of a difference. For example, if you're already a 3, getting a good haircut is never going to bring you up 3 points to a 6. In fact, for this man, I'd say at most it brings him up by half a point. However, if you're already attractive, if you're already a 7, it's very possible that the wrong haircut can bring you down by 2 points to a 5. This man changing to this style will see his rejection rate multiply 3-fold both in real life.
That's facts.
Apps because it doesn't suit him and it looks too feminine. And this is the same for most things. Bad breath can be a killer. Not even Chads can get away with this. Even if a guy is an 8, bad breath can destroy his chances. Meanwhile, going from bad breath to good breath when you're already low value isn't going to make much difference. Therefore, the main purpose of looksmaxing shouldn't be to gain points. Rather, you should be doing it to avoid losing points.
This makes sense. But I don't think that's a very positive way to look at it though. But it makes sense what he's saying.
All it takes is one thing she doesn't like about you for her to chalk you off as a potential option. Don't let it be for something as stupid as bad breath. Anyway, now I've got my first couple of points out the way. Now is a good time to press the
that's
like.
facts. Sometimes I feel like women are just looking for a reason to do you dirty. But again, most of the times they have valid reasons, but sometimes like it could be something so ridiculous like oh you have a mole on your backside, oh I can't be with you.
How many people you know or encounter every day who lack this so-called common sense? Just look around. I'd say at least once per week I'll speak to someone with bad breath. Secondly, there are overweight people everywhere, despite there being plenty of online resources available teaching you how to lower your body fat percentage and get in shape. Shouldn't being in shape be common sense? So I'll repeat my point. I want you to take a long, hard look at this list and tick off one by one whether you meet each and every requirement. I could bet a lot of money that you don't tick each one. And guys, I can even tell you from experience that there's a very strong chance that you don't have all of them checkmarked. I'm not bringing this up to advertise at the moment, but it will help me lock down my point. You guys know that for the last 6 months, I've been analysing and giving looksmaxing advice
Okay, this
on
ad.
5 just doing said, make sure
now is my current complete looksmaxing setup. I use these products mostly every day, and every single time I go on a night out. I'm going to break down the items one by one. I'm going to tell you how much each of them cost, and obviously quite a lot of them you're probably already familiar with. However, there's a few others out there that are a bit more obscure, you might not have heard of them, but they're still really important in terms of maximising my looks. So let's just get this started with the left hand side. So first up we have just basic wax and comb. You can pick up both of these for about £10 combined. As for my haircut, I get a regular skin fade. It costs me £10 once every 3 weeks. Next I have this watch.
Look, this guy's actually smart, bro. Look at him. He has a looksmaxing kit, bro. Now, I'm not gonna be one of the dudes on TikTok who's like doing the gua sha bullshit. That's just fake. But this is actually real looksmaxing. Doing everything in your power to stay at your level and even have a little bit of an increase. Because a little bit of effort adds up slowly.
To work, she would come on mouthwash. You just need to get to the habit of consuming these products, so then you never have to worry about having bad breath, because as stated earlier, it is such a killer in terms of your chances. You just can't afford to have bad breath. Next up, I'm going to say a few more things about this as well. I don't think many people would have heard of this, but this is castor oil, and I personally have like really thin,
Yeah, black people know about castor oil though.
natural. I just apply this to my eyebrows each time, and it just makes them a lot thicker and richer. And you can buy both of these. I believe these were like 2 for £6, so it's really cheap, but the effect it makes is so massive. So I'd highly recommend checking out this product if you suffer from thin eyebrows as well. Next up, aftershave. This was a gift, I believe, but I think the bottle itself is only about £20. I really like this stuff. It's from Paco Rabanne, and I'm going to say a couple more things about aftershave. Like, a lot of people think that you need to spend £100, £200, £300 on a bottle of aftershave just to smell good. I disagree quite a lot with that. I would say as long as you spend a medium amount of money, like £20, £30 on a bottle, then you're going to get a decent
I'm
quality.
guessing aftershave is cologne in American English? I don't know.
Is like, what, 5%? It's not much difference in quality, but as long as you spend £20, £30 on a bottle, then you're going to be getting most of the benefits. Toenail clippers, this, and same goes with this. This is like good for removing calluses. Like if you do a lot of running, or if you do a lot of bar work, like if you do a lot of pull-ups or deadlifts, you often get calluses like on your hands built up here, and it's like you just rub it on that to like remove them. So that's quite handy as well. So make sure your hands are real nice and soft. Multivitamins, I take one of these every single morning, and this is just to make sure that I'm 100% guaranteed to be getting all of the vitamins and minerals in my system, because like, just look at how many like vitamins and minerals
Very
are on.
important, get your vitamins.
Taking one of these every single day ensures that I'm going to be maximising my like requirements each day. Use these for cleaning ears, and then I have this electric shaver on the end here, and this was, I believe, £50, and it's quite handy as well. I use it once every couple of days. Oh, and these are only like a couple of quid. This was like £10 for this bottle. Next up, I have a hairdryer. I find if I don't use a hairdryer, my hair gets really frizzy if I just dry it with a towel. So I always use this, even though my hair is quite short. Shoes. These are Nike Air Force Ones. I've had these.
Picked up Air Force Ones, dude. Clean them.
They were £80 originally. I really like these. I wear these on every single night out I go to. And one of the main benefits, of course, that I can't not say about this, is that just look at the thickness of the heel. Like you're getting
Bruh.
these are extra high there.
That's facts though. The Air Forces do boost your shit.
This almost brings me up to 6 foot pretty much. This stuff is glycolic acid, and I use it, I apply it with this stuff onto my face, and for my specific skin type, it helps with spots / acne, so I use this like once every few days. It just helps out with that, and I find the results have been quite good. And then I just use these wipes to clean my face and clean my shoes if I think they're a bit dirty. So that's it, guys. So that's my complete looksmaxing setup. And one other recommendation I would say as well is it's probably also worth investing a bit of money into a mirror. This was like a tenner, and it's really handy to make sure that you're looking good, looking fresh and sweet.
So, as you could see from that previous segment, there was about £300 worth of items in total. Now for this last part of the video, I'm just going to go over a little bit of clothes / style maxing. So you're going to see a few clips being played.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Style is what fits you, bro. Like in New York, niggas be wearing like, I remember it used to be like the Wu trend where it'd be like the skinny jeans and the hats and the you know, that style. Nowadays it's kind of more baggy shit. It's popular in New York. I don't know about y'all city, but in my city, niggas be wearing Nah, like niggas be wearing anything new though.
Well if you've got a good physique, if you're quite lean and you've got a lot of muscle definition. And I've spoke a lot in my previous videos that the whole point of looksmaxxing is to accentuate your best features and to cover/hide your worst features. So you're going to see in a second here, as my filming assistant pans around, I've got a bit of a natural V-taper, and these muscle fit tight clothes are excellent at displaying this feature. So the point I'm trying to make here is, rather than spending loads and loads of money on clothes...
Yeah, he got the grown man drip, bro. And I fuck with that shit heavily. Polos, we bringing that shit 2025, word, bro.
Suit you well and complement your physique, even if they are a little bit on the cheaper side. In fact, most of the outfits you're seeing right now aren't even that expensive. Almost all of my clothes shopping is done at H&M, where most products are £5 to £15. For example, this grey top I'm wearing right now, I believe was only £7.
Yo, but those shoes are not it, bro, respectfully. Excuse me for the ambulance, you know, I live with the hood, bro, respectfully.
Now, before I finish the video, I just want to highlight that the things I've spoken about today has very much been a general overview, but quite obviously not all looksmaxxing is going to be the exact same for all the guys out there. For example, if we take style X, it might look fantastic on man A, meanwhile the exact same style may look weird or inappropriate
Exactly,
on man
bro, you
B.
gotta find your own style.
About different beard styles, haircuts and so on. This is why if you'd like to get personal looksmaxxing tailored
I think the rest is an ad, but anyway, YouTube, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, we out.